Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I actually feel like I should be much more excited because I've heard many, many whispers about this game and rumors about this game, and it's a game that I've always wanted to play. That's 7 Ages, but currently it's the 28th most popular project on GameFound, which is mind-boggling to me because it's behind such classics as Apex Clash the Game and Crown and War and Kingdom. Like, these games have like 800 and 700 and $1,500, whereas this is a game that people have whispered about because it's one of those all-day games. 7 Ages is an Australian design, but you would never know that from the main. The main image looks like a lot of Black Forest, or like, what is it, like, why is so much of this nothingness? Like, why are we so far zoomed out, first and foremost? And your main image isn't exactly like spectacular. Your box is not like, wow, it's a ship on water. Show me something, tell me something, set yourself apart in some way from everything around you. And I feel like this does not at all. Not to mention the classic and deluxe in the same box size. Like, that's great for you as a company, but it doesn't do a great job showcasing your components or your game. It's just this box has that word and that. It's just right from the jump. I'm just so disappointed in the main image. And the fact that you only have 426 fans tells me that you really, I say this a lot, when you launch Kickstarter, it's like pushing out a boat. There's 3 phases. There's the getting onto the boat and like the pushing the boat forward towards the water. And they didn't do that, right? The fact that you only have 426 fans, you know, when people are up here, you know, getting 9.5K, 7.2K, you know, 5,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1,000, 1,000, you know, 573 for this project that has 804 euros. Like, you did not do a great job pushing the boat out at first glance. The main image, not doing anything for me either. So hopefully this description crushes it. Also, your playtime is 2 hours. That's not, in fact, what I believe is correct. So I'm curious why you put that, unless I'm thinking of a different game. Also, 1 to 7 players should be on the marquee. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy here, but 1 to 7 players here is more valuable than this chunk of clouds. Why not? 7 Ages is Australian Design Group's groundbreaking game covering 6,000 years of human history from 4000 BCE to today. Almost a backdrop of triumphant tragedy. You must lead your dynasties to decide the fate of the world's empires across the age by gaining glory in all fields of human endeavor, art, science, geography, history, and architecture, while defending your people from the winds of international intrigue and mischief. Will you be immortalized throughout history? That was such a large mouthful, and yet here's the thing. What you're trying to say is it's epic and it goes through 6,000 years. However, epic going through 6,000 years in 2 hours, those 3 things don't mesh together in my head. And so I feel like you would have been better off here telling me more. And then, yeah, like, what kind of game is it? Is it deck building? It's a strategy game? It's a political game. Like, I need to know more. I want to know more from your main image. I want to know more from your description, but hopefully we're going to get here. All the world's a stage. Okay, we're gone. What's the video? Show me the video. And this looks like a very old game. And that's fine. Like, I have no problems with that. And that's not an insult. It's just, if you go look at a lot of games from the 90s and early 2000s, they have a very, very different look than games nowadays do. And that's always disappointing, right? Because in theory, in my brain, is there no video? Did you not think that words might help you sell this? Oh my. And you have a quote from William Shakespeare. What are we doing here, people? Like, seriously? So main image, bad. Video, non-existent. Getting your fans excited and here at the GameFound project, not happening. Convincing the first edition people that they have to get to second edition, also not happening. And we haven't even got to the story yet. This is a full-blown, like, holy guacamole, maybe we tear this down and we actually retool this whole thing to make it look like it's a game from, that price, Jiminy Christmas, that price, this, you want to go back to that main image and how much I hate it? Show me $99. Be honest about your time length too, because I'm pretty sure this is a very lengthy game. 6,000 years of human history, all these components, which they're just cardboard pop-outs. I'm not saying that in a negative way. It's just it's not as impressive as you seem to think it is. So this is you talking a lot, and then we're straight here to the price. Okay, $99. So maybe for the overwhelming majority of people who do not know who Seven Ages are, you should put some respect on your name. I'm not going to do it yet, but if you don't, that's disappointing. Also, maybe you should put $66, because even if I've heard whispers of your game and how epic and mega and spectacular it is, $66 is like, yeah, I'll throw the cash at that. That is a nothing burger, and then only one person took it. And that's great, because you got people taking the premium, because the premium's not a bad price, but wow, that's a great price. Show $66. Put an asterisk next to it. We all know we're getting the base pledge. That's not the real one. We come in here 66 and we're walking out 99. That's not bad at all, but 99's the triple pledges. What is this? 3 copies of the deluxe game. Okay. This is great for international people. Not talking that at all. 11 people took it. Good for you. Like, good. No, legit. No snark at that at all. Vassal module. Is that solo? Offers a free pre-release to all backers who pledge for a reward. Vassal. So it's probably a way to play online. I'm assuming. I've probably used it before. I just forget the name. Either way, maybe an extra sentence there would be nice. Bag upgrades. That's a nice one. $50,000. Okay. Seems like a big jump. You know, when your funding goal is 10,000. And it makes me wonder what other deluxifications they were potentially considering here. And it just, like, $25,000. Like, I actually want to see the components of this, because I work for a manufacturer. So I look at the prices of games from the perspective of someone who literally had to tell you the price of your games at 500, 1,000, 1,500, 3,000 print runs. So I come at it with that eye. So 7 Ages CE Deluxe Expansion Pack. This is spectacular. I would have assumed this is in the deluxe game. I didn't know this existed. I want all of this. I feel like perhaps if there were only some sort of video that told me about 7 Ages and how it was this amazing, immense, intense game, and now we're bringing all this back. Just join. You sound like you're across the room from your mic, by the way. Oh my good gracious. Thank you, Mur. I really do appreciate that. Oh, push it closer to my face. I think the boom part was in front. My kids are all home, and they were playing down here, and things got moved. Expansion price is great. So this is... You haven't sold me anything yet. I don't know why I had one of these. So this is a rule booklet. The CE rule booklet. The collector's... So this is there just going to be is there a collector's edition? Because you just told me there's a deluxe edition. Does the collector's edition pledge? What does that come with? It doesn't come with the expansion. I'm a collector. Why would I not want the expansions? I'm so confused. What's going on? There's a map set, a classic card set. This feels like you're just kind of shipping out back inventory or reprinting it, which good for you. Great. Like, not knock it. It just doesn't feel special. And I feel like it really could have, because as we're going to find out later, I'm pretty sure this is probably a distinct and unique game, because here we go. It's a few 10 pages of standard rules and 18 pages total will have you knee deep in your own palace crisis before you put your own... Okay. Here we go. Are you game to change history? 7 Ages is global in scale with infinite depth, fun, and replayability, yet it's astonishingly few 10 pages of standard rules and 18 pages total will have you knee deep in your own palace crisis before you even put your crown on. That sounds like a great line for a video. Didn't change. I can hear you fine, but it's sort of on the low side. I will tweak with my settings after this. Thank you. I'll just get close. 7 Ages Collector's Edition in 3 pages. There's so much text here. That's the graphic. I was like, man, I really wish we had a GIF or an image, and there's the image. Action. Ha. Wow. I swear to you, when I made this subtitle, I did not know it was going to look like this. This looks like you just summarizing the rules to me. What are we doing here? Play at stretch goals. Hey, great. All 7 Age Vassals modules play 7 Age board games online. Pre-release to all backers. Cool. That's what I thought it was. That's what it is. 100,000. Virtual companion free to all backers who pledge for a reward. A virtual companion. What's that do? What's that mean? Why am I excited? 250,000. 500,000. 1 million. There's no token upgrades. There's no cards upgrades. There's no nothing. We couldn't start lumping in expansion content. Like, there's nothing else. It really doesn't feel like you're trying to do much for your backers at all. Like, that's not a great feeling when you're like, hey, here's what we'd do if we had $1 million. You're like, all right, you guys ready? You ready? We had $1 million. Actually, what is this? Backers who pledge for a reward receive the Voker's Choice 1 for half price. So you get a half price off coupon. Yeah. Choice 1 and 2. 7-8 backers pledge for a reward receive Voter's Choice 1 and 2 free. Now that's a whole different ball game. At 500, I feel like you're burying the lead there almost, but that's awesome. I feel like that deserves a graphic. That's actually really cool. I love that. I feel like, because those are the expansions, correct? So, once again, I feel like this is all the sort of thing that you could have wrapped up in a nice shiny bow in a video and said, hey, here's what we're doing for stretch goals. We're mixing it up a little bit. We're going to try and give you some free content for the people who just want to dip your toes in it, because we think once you've dipped your toes into it, especially with expansion content, you're going to come back for more. Like, that's how confident we are in this game that we've created, this infinite universe that you can go explore. Too much text. I'm scrolling past. Yeah, it's so much text. And the graphic was an action thing. Backers' choice voting. We design games for you. Which of the following would you like to see as an expansion? Stretch goals 1, 2, and 3. 8th player. Special units. So this is fantastic. This is awesome. This should be a separate video. Hey, here's the video. Here's what we're doing. There's text below, too, for if you don't like this. What's in the box? Here we go. I got a board. All right. 43 by 32. That's not, like, okay. That's not crazy. That's a nice size board. 7 full counter sheets. So this is cardboard. 110 full. This is cards. So it's cardboard, cards, and a board. That's it. So the $66 price point is, it's not a generous one. We'll put it like that. Especially since we haven't got to the shipping. And that's not an insult. That's just, they're making a good chunk of change, I would imagine, off of it if this is the only components, because there is no plastic in there. Like, they didn't even talk about their insert. Like, you can't even, like, at least are we getting the custom insert here? Custom plastic insert? What are you using? Are you using booster boxes? Or like, what? That'd be nice information. 7-inch Collector's Edition expansion set. So this is the expansion set. That wasn't a pledge, so this is talking about add-ons. 7-inch Collector's Deluxe game consists of this. Oh, the expansion set. The Collector's Edition Deluxe pledge. So this has all the expansions? Oh! This image is garbage then. This image is terrible. Ah, that's so bad. That's a full point grade bump down. Why is this, like, nowhere on there? I legitimately thought you were making me purchase these extra as an add-on, and the only reason I saw that it was not was because I either clicked on it or sifted through walls of text. That is not consumer friendly. Your game is not special to 99% of the people who back it. God, people, get that through your head. You are 24th most popular on GameFound, which is the second most popular platform. Like, okay, 1650, Continental USA. Couldn't type it out, but whatever. But you went to other Europe, whatever. 1650. So I'm looking at based on Deluxe Pledge. We're not tasting the basic because who's getting that? Nobody. So it's $115. I don't have a problem with that, knowing I'm getting the expansions, even though I imagine these expansions are probably not the largest expansions. What do they oh, no, it has 110 cards. Okay. So, here's the other thing. Who is here? What is this? This is, who did we get on here? Bonnie and Clyde, meet the team. I want to know who did the Kickstarter. Crowdfunding manager was Cassie. Was anybody else with the crowdfunding? I don't know. Oh, those are developers. So, yeah. Hoy. Yeah, that did not feel special at all. So, let's go, since you didn't want to make it feel special, and I'll see if I can't do it. Oh, cool. 7 Ages at Spiel. 7 Ages live. So, there's no quotes, no gameplay videos. Wait. Excuse me. It is a big board. I wasn't dissing the board. I was just saying it's not so large that you're going to have to do some sort of, like, crazy connectivity like they did with the first Scythe, right? We had to like connect the boards together. I probably should have specified that more out of my brain, but yeah. I was just saying from a manufacturing standpoint, that's totally one of the options where it's like, yep, we can do this board. Yeah, let's go check out Seven Ages on Board Game Geek because maybe I'm just misremembering all the amazing things I heard people say about it. So it is. So you got 1469th strategy game of all time. It's 480 minutes, by the way. You've put 2 hours, and this one says 77. I can't imagine you streamlined it by 400 minutes. This isn't a dice game version. But once again, like, there's quotes here that you could probably pull from. And I bet the best quotes even, like, I'm not a big fan of using these quotes normally, but, like, let's go to the people who love this game. Because 96, 172, I imagine there's some quotes there that are absolutely, that's gone. That was gone. That just disappeared. You saw that. It went out of thin air. I don't understand how that happens. Because this is a game that I legitimately would love to play one day, and I want to see why people love it so much. And we're going to do that together, because I don't feel like they did a great job of doing that, which is unfortunate. It just kind of, it shows me that, like, hey, we didn't look around the room to see what industry standard was. We just were like, our game's so great that we can, let's go with the 10 and see what these people say. Obviously. Excellent game, goes all the way through human history, but without following details. Emperors come and go, which makes it stand out with the usual approach of build up your single empire. After 7 years, I can say that GMT Churchill's first place in my top 10 list of all teams is very shaky. I played 7 Age for the first time exactly 10 years ago, and it was fantastic even then. But now that I played it with my standard group, I can say that it was the most epic night in the last decade. And during that time, we had the opportunity to play many monsters, blah, blah, blah. This game writes the story. And this is a story that will be told for years and years when we meet. This is truly a work of art, a unique game, the only real Civ builder, which draws the alternate history of humanity before your eyes. For this, it does not need abstract mechanics and artificially made abbreviations to make it more acceptable for today's consumer society, which would be those second edition things that they could have done with graphic design, with artwork, with components that don't sacrifice the gameplay, but they chose not to embrace that. The fact that there's not plastic in this, and like that, just from 8 hours to 1 hour and 17 minutes, that's some serious streamlining. Or did they drop a 0 from the 70s? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have an 8-hour game, you lean into that. Like, come on, you have to know that. That's a selling point. It's not a detractor, because there's going to be a group of people like me, and I'm going to guess like Murr, who just will have this game on their shelf, and they'll play it once and be like, that was an amazing experience. When we get it back out, just like Nino Mealy 05 said, we will talk about what Russia did, or what Zimbabwe did, or what this did for years and years to come, because the level of you writing the history, and that encapsulate why I don't feel like this did a good job at all as the Gamepad project. And that's what I was trying to get to. I knew deep down, I've heard, I think my buddy Lance talk about it, how it's just like, it really makes you feel like you're writing the history books. It's a special, unique experience, and I don't feel like you showcase that very well. So let's check out the updates, comments, give it a grade, but it's not great, and I don't want to give it. Give me 7 reasons why I love 7 Ages. These quotes, easy to learn, okay? Easy to get into, totally flexible playtime. Game can start at any age. Players can join the game anytime. Players can leave anytime. Players can now play solitaire. What? That's awesome. Like, if that's a new feature, like, I'm just so over this project. I'm so over everything. I feel like, I hope someone in the comments is brutally honest and took like 30 minutes and wrote down exactly a long list of, hey, I feel like if you wanted to, there's so many other second editions of old games that you could have looked at and saw how they deluxified and saw how they approached it. You could have looked at any number of Awakened Realms projects, and the fact that you're on GameFound and not on Kickstarter just boggles my mind that it looks like this. And it's just, yikes. A quick, big, warm good day to everyone interested in challenging, yet very simple to learn. Okay, this is them. This is them. Will the counters be double-sided like the previous edition? Lead leaders, one side, and forts. There should be something. Events are rarely locked now because there's an event that allows you to play an event. Check the unit description chart on page 2 of our 7 rules again. So what's different about the game? Yeah. Yeah. This is unfortunate. I feel like this could easily have another 0 next to it, and I don't think that you would bat an eye. Because it's an epic game. And epic games have markets if you market them to people. 1.5K owned, and that doesn't sound like a lot necessarily, but you have to realize that's also only of people who have signed up for Board Game Geek and marked that they have 7 ages, which I imagine is a lot of people. If you have 7 ages, you're probably a Board Game Geek. This looks like a Kickstarter for the 7 Ages superfans. It doesn't seem interested in attracting new players to the game based on all this. I agree, which is so perplexing because it doesn't look like it introduces a lot new except for the solo mode, which is awesome. But then market as that 7 Ages solo mode and deluxe reprint, $66. Hit me with a video, personal touch, whatever. You know, quotes from the, because inevitably, if people have made videos about this, if people have talked about this as their content creators, this sounds like a game that sticks with you, and they didn't get that across at all, and I don't think it would have been that hard. So at the end of the day, do I want it? Yes, I do, but it's not because of anything you did. Period. Unfortunately. Can you do it? Except for your price. I feel like your price was good. How much is it? Is fine. I don't have a price for that. It doesn't feel spectacular, but when I'm taking into account just how epic and grandiose this game is and the fact that I'm getting all those stretch goals, yeah, I'm in. I'm good. Price feels fine. And then can you do it? Yeah, because you're not making a game that's wowing anyone in 2025 component-wise. And that's kind of what I feel like this should have been. It's the deluxe edition, and nothing about it feels deluxe. Hey, if we can double the money we have already raised, we're at 230% funded, and we're about to hit our first physical stretch goal. If we can get to 500% funded, and then we'll print on some bags. Like, it just... This screams... And here's the thing. If you want to maintain what you're doing, and you're just like, we don't care, this is how we want to do it, then give us organization. There's a stretch goal for you. Organize all those freaking shits in a convenient way. I will give them credit. No minis. Yeah. That box would be insane. But that should honestly be what they're shooting for, right? As a company, in my mind, this should be one where it's like, yeah, we're going to crush this. We're going to bring back this game that stood the test of time. It's still 3,200, which is a very, very respectable number right here. You're going to probably go through that. You're going to be like, oh, I like quite a few of those. Lizards winners. Like, it just, and then that, yeah. Final grade is, no video, main image is not good, and you don't really show me the epicness unless I want to go through just a mountain of text. The videos you do have are buried at the bottom. The quote you do have is from William Shakespeare. The expansions you are showing me, I don't even see in the pledge level. I have to click on it or go sift through text. I think it's an F, D- range. I cannot think of a single discernible thing where I was like, they did a great job on that. I love the fact that they have the buy 3 for the price of 1 for the shipping, but like this is the graphic, and someone's like, hey, we need a graphic. We need like I hate to say it, but it feels like someone was like, we'll guarantee there'll be at least 25 graphics in there as well to really spice up the page. And it's like, that's one of the graphics. Or is that like a joke? Like, that's the graphic. That action, that thing right there. This is what someone's like, yes, let's ride with this. And it's just, you can't even tell me you didn't look around the room, and this is nowhere near industry standard. It's a D-. I don't know why I'm second guessing it. But I like your price, so I'm not going F. 66 feels reasonable. Spotlight that. You get me in. I'm in at 82. If you actually did a good job spotlighting those expansions, because that's the other thing. I still don't even know if it's a good value because I don't even know what these expansions are because you did such a poor job spotlighting what they look like, even though in theory they already exist. God, F, 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 get out. Everybody just get the hell out. Goodbye, F. I wanted to love this project because I love epic games, and one day I will play it, but goodbye.